All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're here to discuss and review The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie starring Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. Yeah, it's a Looney Tunes movie. It's not the Acme versus Wile E. Coyote. It's not the one that we didn't want. But yeah,
Real quick, I gotta do a synopsis of this.
yeah.
The Porky Pig and Daffy Duck become Earth's only hope when they had their antics at the local bubblegum factory uncover a secret alien mind control plot. Faced with cosmic odds, they must save their town and the world while not driving each other loony.
That's wild that the synopsis is like longer than the Electric State.
It was better thought out.
Brandman, we'll start with you, man. What's your thoughts about it? Some good stuff, some bad stuff. What you think?
It gave me some good laughs. You know what it reminded me of those like Looney Tunes shorts that you would see in the movie theater, like before a full length Disney or WB movie, just kind of full length. I thought the way that Daffy and Porky played off each other was pretty fun. I thought that the plot was appropriately absurd. You know, we're talking about Looney Tunes here, so that very much worked. I think that if there's anything bad that I have to say about it, I think some of the jokes are going to be dated a few years down the line.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like with some of like the social media kind of gags that they had. But other than that, it felt traditional Looney Tunes. So I think those are my overall thoughts on it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What about you, Ryan? Some good stuff, some bad stuff.
So I saw this with my kids, and this is the first time I was able to introduce the Looney Tunes to my children, and they were enthralled in the movie. They were like, I was like, all right, guys, let's turn it off. You guys go upstairs. They're like, no. They looked at me straight up and just said, no, we're going to watch this. We're going to finish watching this. So that was a fun time for me to experience that with them, because they just, things are not the same thing. They watch stuff that's totally different. They don't watch Looney Tunes like I did every single night. They don't understand Porky Pig and Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny and Rabbit Season, Duck Season, Fire. They have no idea who Elmer Fudd is. It was such a good time to be able to do that with them. And so I really enjoyed that part of it. The whole farmer thing, it was
Farmer Jim, I think it was.
Jim, yeah, he was just, and the fact he just floated away, like it didn't walk.
He didn't move except for his mouth.
In the little mouth, that's what the lips that came in. It was so Looney Tunes-ish. And I love that part of it.
Yeah. It's also like critiquing Warner Brothers, how they're treating Looney Tunes right now. It's like, we need to save money, so we got to go cheap with Farmer Jim, so we can try to save money so they don't kill us, even though they just killed them.
It was so much fun. But you know what? Anything I didn't like, I mean, it's Looney Tunes. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's Looney Tunes. It's just what it is. I mean, it's going to be Daffy's going to be Daffy. It's going to be stupid. There's going to be a lot of things that just don't make sense, but it's Looney Tunes. So there's nothing that you could say that's, anything. But there's going to, the negative will be there are people that won't like Looney Tunes because they don't understand it. They haven't watched it. They didn't watch it growing up. Could be at a point where it's dead to a lot of people because people just don't care. As I said, this is the first time I introduced it to my kids, right? Because they don't watch. This is not something that's in their wheelhouse. Shows aren't made this way anymore. So the negative is it could be the end of an era.
Yeah. I mean, it really is the end of an era because I believe it was today that, Warner Brothers removed all of Looney Tunes from Max. Just all gone. No more. So even if your girls wanted more, they do, and you're like, oh, cool, let's go to HBO Max. Gone. Just not there anymore. So I was like, again, this is why you buy physical media. Like I have so many Looney Tunes like back here. I have a lot of the Golden Collection, and then a lot of the the older ones too, which yeah, I'll just leave it at that. They're old. So but yeah, but for me, man, yeah, it brought me back. It brought me back to like being a kid watching Looney Tunes with just the madness and it wasn't as overly violent as the old ones were, with like, but it got close. They did some crazy stuff, which was a lot of fun to see, and it
The
just
flamethrower.
the flamethrower. I mean, yeah, him with the Gallic gun, just just murking people in the sidewalk, yeah. So it was good, and then I love how it did look very cinematic, though. Like the animation was updated. It looked good. The voice acting was on point. That sounded like the Daffy Duck I remember. That sounded like Porky Pig I remember. So that I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my only issues. I have two issues with this one. The
Okay.
the ending was so wild where they just completely changed the story. Like I just completely changed the story and then just go a different route and then do this thing. It didn't ruin the movie. I was just like, okay, wait, what are we doing now? It just was like a lot. But the bigger issue was for me, it only had Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. Like we didn't get the whole group of Looney Tunes. There's no Bugs, there's no
Yeah,
like
that's why I think you
Pepe.
can't. I don't think you
It's hard to do.
can
Yeah,
put
like
Bugs in it. I think Bugs steals the show no matter whatever you do.
100%,
And
100% of the time.
because that's why you
I
can't.
thought somehow they were gonna
Yeah,
put Bugs in it where he was the
he very
alien.
much is Looney Tunes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, he's the face of it. So that's why I thought they were gonna put him in there somewhere at the end, and they really didn't, which is fine. But it's also, because if your girls love Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, wait till they meet Bugs Bunny. Like
Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are perfect for
they're
each
so
other.
good together. Like yeah,
As I said,
so
rabbit season, rabbit season,
rabbit
duck
season,
season,
duck season.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but those are my only issues. That's like not even that big of an issue. I wanted more. I guess that was one of my issues. I wanted more of the Looney Tunes. But cool. With that down with our negatives and our positives, let's get into our ratings for the day the Earth blew up. So we'll do now, later, never. Now means go run to the theater, watch it right now. Later, wait till it's at home. Which it might not happen because Warner Brothers doesn't care about Looney Tunes anymore, I guess, or never. But yeah, now, later, never. What you giving it, Brand Man?
I could give this a now. I think considering a lot of the other content we've been getting, this is a pretty good kind of deviation. It's very it's good clean fun. I think good clean fun is we need that every once in a while. Um, I think it's very harmless. I think it kind of gives me that old school Looney Tunes vibe that I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, like I said, I think that the plot's appropriately absurd. It gave me some good chuckles. I like the laughs that Looney Tunes gives me. I thought the voice acting was pretty good. I liked the animation. It was very vibrant. It was just a fun time, you know. So yeah, I could give this a now.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
What were you, Brian? What you giving it?
I agree with everything Brandman said. Everything. And I'm not giving it a now because I think it's better to watch at home.
Mhm.
If that makes any sense. I think this is a very much not a theater type of movie that I would go to to watch in a theater. I want to watch it at home. I think in watching it at home is a better experience because you can explain things, and I want to make it more common to watch. But I loved it. Like I love the experience. I had a little problem with the ending, and I understand, but it was fun. It was loony, but it's a home movie, so that's the only reason I'm giving it later.
Yeah. See, my issue is if you give it a like, not saying if you give it away, but if like you wait to see this at home, you might never get that opportunity because I don't know if they're even gonna put this in physical media. I doubt they will because it seems like they are.
I already bought it. So
Really? Okay. So I mean, hopefully. But I mean, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna stream anywhere. I don't think they really care. Like they're like Warner Brothers is over this. This new Warner Brothers is over Looney Tunes, and it's a shame. It's disgusting to me. Like if I gotta be flat, I don't know if that's being too much, but I love Looney Tunes, and like yeah, it's problematic. They were way back in the day. It's you can still newer stuff is still pretty fun too. And that's why I'm giving this one a now. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It looked good. I think it was fun. It was goofy. It's kind of disgusting at times because it's all about chewing gum. So it's just like wads of chewing gum everywhere, and yeah, it's just a fun time. It was just a fun time. So yeah, definitely a now. But I do agree with Brian. Like we need to normalize this being back on our TV screens, so we can enjoy it again at home, so.
And that's part of it. I've always thought that Looney Tunes deserves to be at home.
Oh, yeah.
I never like the movies. I never go to the movies to watch Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes was perfect at home, just be watching Looney Tunes on my TV. And that's kind of the only reason why I'm giving it later, because I wanted streaming. I wanted physical media. I wanted that part. At home. Yeah. But I did order it already. So
did you? I might have to order it now too, because obviously I like Looney Tunes. Yeah, I even have the other one, the other Looney Tunes one that came out. Why am I having a brain fart with it? But it's like Space Jam. I don't have the Space Jam 2.
I have Space Jam 1. Yeah,
for sure. But before we go, we will give the Rotten Tomatoes score. Rotten Tomatoes 86% with critics. Pretty good. And then 88% with the audience. So they're both around the same, certified fresh kind of level. It's just old school fun, I think, and I think people miss it, and it seems like they kind of want it back. So yeah, hopefully this kind of sparks some interest, and we get that Acme versus Wile E. Coyote movie, because if this does well in theaters, they'll like, okay, cool,
eventually release it.
Yeah. So but cool, that's it for our review with this one. Kind of a shorter one, but it's a Looney Tunes. it's made to be short, right?
Exactly. It's made to be short. It should be enjoyed at home.
Yeah.
And in the theater, if you go to see the theater, go enjoy it.
Yeah, because it does look pretty. It does look really cool. But yeah, that's our thoughts with the day the Earth blew up with Looney Tunes movie. So if you are watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there. Come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV shows, and other nerdy stuff. We appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. If you are in the live chat, stick around because we're gonna get into your comments right now.